I imagine Wednesday night at Roosters for the Jeff Brohm show is going to be popping. I think people are really, there's a different vibe around here when Miami comes to town. And
I'm glad we still appreciate that too.
Well, I think it's Louisville-Miami. I mean, me and Chase, I did the stereotypical throw out the record book when these two get together, because that's kind of how I feel with Miami and Louisville. Louisville has such a strong presence in South Florida that South Floridians take it personal. Like they look at Louisville like Louisville has billboards in Miami, and like that's awesome. They take it personal down there though. They're like, you should not. You go to the mall down there, you can get Louisville gear. That's like, awesome. Yeah, I was telling them, my cousin who was on vacation with us, he was like, man, there's no Louisville stuff here in Panama City. And I'm like, well, that's kind of SEC country, you know? I said, but you go to Miami? Because we went down there and did some stuff like Hollywood Beach and went to some place. There's Louisville stuff because Louisville has a presence there. And Miami takes it personal. Now, on the flip side, Louisville takes Miami personal because they understand the importance of the lifeblood of Louisville football. It comes through Miami.
I hate when Miami is dead and done and they decide to want to wake up against us.
All the time.
I'd rather have them riding high.
That's what I said. Hey, you can right now just take a gigantic pee-pee on anything you think about Miami. Because you're all week is what we can all say is, well, Miami's kind of, their schedule's been solved and they've looked bad the last couple of weeks. I don't care. That's not the team that's coming here on Saturday. They're going to come here ready to go, to win. We're honoring Teddy Bridgewater. Like, this is, again.
That's really going to piss them off.
That's what I'm saying, though. But Louisville fans, and I mean it, the lifeblood of the Louisville program runs through Miami, whether it's Howard Schnellenberger, whether it's Lamar Jackson, whether it's, I know he was South Florida, but, you get what I'm saying. Whether it's Teddy Bridgewater, whether it's Charlie Strong era going through there and getting guys, whether it's Louisville beating Miami here as kind of the first
ACC
here, whether it's Louisville going down there to the Orange Bowl and losing that game, but that was the game that kind of said Louisville's here. Louisville's arrived. Like, it really is the lifeblood of the program is in South Florida.
We just beat them.
And we just beat them for an ACC title. Like, that game clinched the ACC championship, or I'm sorry, a berth in the ACC
championship
title
game.
Yeah. We beat them in a bowl game. We beat them in our first ever ACC game.
You know what it feels like, Nikki? You know what it kind of feels like? Like a team that just like they were almost there, and then when they get it rolling, they go beat the hell out of the Cowboys. Like when it all connects. You know how you have explosive running backs like Isaac Brown, and then you're kind of like, well, that Montgomery kid got some potential. And then you got this other Duke Watson. He's kind of like a Jameer Gibbs-ish kind of player.
That feel good.
Then you got these wide receivers like Patrick and Jameson Williams is like Corey Brooks. Ish,
He got this pass rusher like Aiden Hutchinson.
Oh, dude. Come on.
You see how
you kind of backed him into a corner.
How classless that was.
You kind of backed him into a corner.
I was talking.
That's how you go zero to compound fracture.
I was talking about the relationship and they see you on camera too. I'm talking about the synchronicity between the Louisville program and the Detroit Lions, and kind of like how all the like Tyler Shuck is Jared Goff. It's the perfect example. The tight end, Laporta. We got two Laportas.
Koritsky and Redmond.
Redmond.
See?
You gonna leave out Jamari Johnson?
Yeah.
And Jamari Johnson. All right. No, you're right. That was my bad. They Wait, the
Yeah,
Kerensky call this morning, so that's why I said
fine.
Kerensky.
Everybody having fun. Everybody having fun.
Listen,
Hey, I'm on Steve's side.
go hang up a number on the Cowboys.
Well, we're taking.
I started.
Oh no, you take it. All right.
We're taking.
No, you take it. you take it. Take it.
We're taking. We're taking. All right.
You're receiving.
I have both Dak
It was
Prescott
bad.
and Jared Goff on my fantasy team,
And it's what
and I started Dak Prescott.
listen, what made it worse was you got 3 plays. I mean, 3 plays, and you could say, like, even though the Lions didn't score immediately, I was like, this is going to be bad. Like, they're just dominating up front. Like, just absolutely. I mean, they were dominating so bad, you lost the we don't have Parsons Lawrence excuse. Because it was like,
And they're superstars.
yeah, but it was like, this is so dominant up front that
It's like, who is Patrick?
it's just like, it's just terrible.
And for God's sake, Jalen Reeves-Maybin is in the stats for a forced fumble.
And what's he doing?
See what I'm saying?
What's he doing out
You
there?
see what I'm saying?
We throw an incomplete pass,
See
and
what I'm saying?
and he's picking up the ball, running with
He
it.
plays through the echo of the
Sit
whistle.
down. I was-
You see that first special teams play? They're fighting over their sideline.
Yeah.
And then he comes getting up in the middle.
I wrote Marcus. I was like, you raised a little blank hole. You know that? Like, why do you pick that ball up and take off running for? And I said, you know what? I bet he said, "Or you played the whistle." Sit down. You don't play the whistle. You know I was in there. You know I was an incomplete pass. They're pretty good. They're good. It was bad.
They were pretty good.
No, it was bad.
Happy birthday, Pops Maven.
Oh,
Hey.
Shout out Pops Maven.
Happy
He turned
birthday.
70 today.
Happy birthday. Good for him, man.
What you think he gonna do today?
I cannot believe he's 70, man.
Yeah, really.
Oh,
He turned 70
hey,
today.
go talk to Pops Rummage. Like,
You gotta get in the lab.
man, you're like 4 years younger than him.
You gotta get in the lab.
Yeah. I don't know,
You gotta get those
man.
walks in.
Oh no.
Or maybe find something else to keep you young.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. He looks forward to stealing my stuff so bad. That probably keeps him young too.
Yeah.
Like he just marks off days in the calendar until I'm gonna get back up.
He's like, I got to go to Marcuston's up there and see.
just go truck with all my stuff. So yeah, Pops Maven, happy birthday. He just hit me back. I was wondering, look, the fact that he's just waking up, let you know.
It's birthday, baby. Just kick back, enjoy. Good for him.
Okay, so where we at today? Where we at, Virginia?
Yeah, man. I mean, listen, Virginia. It was.
You were nervous.
I was nervous, but let me start here. Before we start anywhere on this show, we don't start anywhere other than they went on the road and they got a dub.
We disclaimer the heck out of it.
ACC road win. The officials were anus, just total anus.
Cheeks.
Yeah, like no, they weren't cheeks. They were,
as the youth might
they
say.
were the anal cavity. Okay, not cheeks. Yeah. No, cheeks are nice to look at. I like cheeks. You know, like we can all joke about it, but
not cavity.
yeah. Cheeks are fantastic.
Cheeks.
But nobody enjoys.
What's the worst
watching
call?
a colonoscopy? You know, like nobody enjoys that. Okay?
What's the worst call?
Let me get started. I mean, no, seriously, man. When you look at
I knew it.
what?
Sugar, pancakes,
Yeah.
egg, everything he's not supposed to be eating.
Oh, he's just throwing down. It's his birthday, dude.
Let's go. Keep on.
He's 70. Mathematically, even if he's healthy and he's got 30 years. Enjoy it, man.
He's not supposed to be eating pancakes.
Like, come on, dude.
Okay, I'm listening.
I mean, as far as the calls go, I mean,
What call stands out to you?
Oh,
when I say bad call.
I was gonna say what call?
Non-reviews.
I mean,
The goal line?
Yeah, I mean,
The goal line not getting the camera angle and not getting a review.
or like Ja'Cory Brooks getting the first down, and then they review it, and they're like, because I was like, oh, they spotted him short. And I'm like, oh, that's a bad spot, and like, and then they were like, oh, we're reviewing it. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, you move on to
Yeah,
it.
and then I come back in the room and I'm like, why are we punting? Why are we punting? You know, and I mean, it was just so bad. The push at the end where Duke Watson, and I want to I'll get to that one because some of these calls we'll get to but the point is they're terrible.
What did you scream when you saw the guy holding Ashton by his clothes after he turned that corner?
Yeah, and it's like it took how long?
How long for you to actually throw that flag?
It's like I think he's holding. Okay, he's holding. Yeah.
It looked like they were trying to, you know what it reminded me of? It to watch the referees call something and then huddle. And it looked like they were trying to figure out what can we call on this.
Well, it's funny you say that because they actually did that. They called holding. Then they got up and said, actually, after further discussion, we've decided it's not a hold. You what? You mean the guy that tackled my guy?
Yeah, Red State. I was going there next. The horse collar.
Oh yeah.
It took somebody. Hey, you physically can't be swinging sideways.
Yeah.
With a handful of jersey, and that's
I know. He pulled his jersey off of his shoulders almost. Yeah. Like, what are we doing here? Like, I mean, they were just horrendously bad. And to deal with all that, to have your back against the wall because you lose that game, it's shut down for most people. We got an exhibition game Monday night. I mean, we just lost 3 straight. Look, just get right and beat Kentucky. You know, I'll
come back. I'll spin the block.
That was the mood. That was the show we were going to be doing today. Essentially, not saying we were, but that was going to be the fan base.
You were going to be fighting to avoid doing that show.
We were going to, because I mean, what can I sell you? Like, I mean, no, at this point we're playing for pride, you know. But and you guys can give us a call whenever Nick unblocks the phones. And then it will be.
Is this sports radio talk show? Is this a sports calling show anymore?
It shows whatever Nick says it is, and he makes it clear. He's like, this is my
roll with an iron fist.
This is my house, baby.
Did you notice I like adjusted my seat and now I'm sitting higher?
I do. Actually.
Yeah, like I didn't realize how low I was sitting. I couldn't see Steve's smiling face behind the computer screen, so I boosted up.
I noticed because like I could usually only see your eyes, and I'm like, I can see your whole face.
Yeah, you can see. Yeah, this is nice.
Why
These new chairs we got. Yeah.
No.
Wait, here we go. Ready?
Whee! Yes.
I'll let people see him.
But yeah,
Nick is on the YouTube channel now, good people.
But instead, you grind it out, you win that game, and there were moments on Saturday where you thought we were going to lose that game
because of the score or because of the play.
Like all of it.
You know what I'm saying? Like you know, you're like, you know, is it lack of confidence in your defense, and then after a while, you know what always hits us too. Those games where you have a lot of good defensive possessions, and you're like, of course. You're within striking distance. You done had 7 defensive stops in a row.
Yep.
They haven't scored since the first drive, and then you're like, now he's going to give up this last one. Now I got to talk about.
Well, you go up 17-7, and you're kind of like, okay, we got a shot here to put it away. The offense gets the ball back, and boom, 3 and out. And it was like, oh God, like God. Man.
And I was yelling at coach, and you know what I was yelling at coach? Don't get cute.
I was just screaming one thing the whole game. I turned into like my cousin. You know how my cousin just wants to throw it deep every play, all day, every game. To me, I was like, you give it to Isaac Brown every play.
That's what I was. That's why I was saying
don't do anything else.
That's what don't get cute, man.
The moment Shuck dropped back, I'm like, oh, Brohm should be fired. Why are we throwing a pass?
Not just that, Steve. Listen, Marcus Maben hates 5 wide. For pocket passes.
Oh yeah.
There's no you're not mobile. You're not mobile enough to take advantage of a 5 wide.
Yeah,
for real. You don't pass fast enough. You know, I love your accuracy, but the speed of read and release is not there for me to be in a 5 wide if they bring anything extra, right?
Yeah.
And I hate that with, like I said, I hate that with golf. I hate that with Matthew Stafford, you know, but he eventually he can go. He's the only guy I know that can go 5 wide. Stafford and Tom Brady.
Yeah.
There's the only 2 that I'm comfortable ever being with on 5 wide.
Yeah.
Who we got up there?
Adrian.
Adrian, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away, Adrian.
Hey, what's up, man?
Feeling good.
Hey, I got one of the calls that I went crazy on is when our defensive player got tackled, and then they huddled, and then they said it was no flag.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, how's that not a hold? You know what I mean? I mean, I went crazy. But that's all I got. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, no, appreciate
No,
it.
yeah. I mean, you've never watched a play in your life where they said, "It's okay, they got it."
Listen,
our callers are producing the show now. They're like, "We'll hang up, Nick. Don't worry about it." We got it.
Like it. 3 games in a row, you've had a double pass interference. Is like that's unheard of.
Oh yeah,
you don't throw a holding call.
Yeah,
and like, so what did you do? Just relive it in your brain?
Yeah, that's what I did exactly. Like we did replay in our head, and we decided that he didn't hold. What? You just decided,
or did another ref come over there and say, "Hey, that wasn't a hold"? Okay. Did he overrule?
Yeah. Like, I mean, what? I mean, I don't know how, and especially when a guy gets tackled to the ground. But you have the double PI. Then last week you have, I mean,
what was it?
The shin is down, but the knee's not down.
The fumble that you stole from us.
Maybe if you play for the Lions,
that's tasteless.
It is, and I'm angry.
I was wondering how you would take this loss.
I wouldn't if it was
so many flavors, and he picked salty.
I picked dirty. I'm playing dirty now. Like just making things. I'm just very uncharacteristic.
They kept going, Steve.
Who?
Detroit.
Oh, I know. They're just like, oh, we lost him. Might as well make the best of it. Let's just beat the Cowboys by 150.
Branch was like,
yeah,
I don't care. They're not getting in my end zone.
Yeah. It's like, hey, this may cost our season, but you know what? We're gonna hang 47 on the Cowboys. And they're not gonna score.
We're gonna make you pay. We're gonna suck for the rest of the year.
Thank God we probably have the best kicker in the league. Or we would have got any points. He's hitting them from 50 and 60 just to try to get us some points. Like, yeah.
Let me get to the phone lines. Matthew, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
How we doing this morning?
Fantastic.
You all for taking my call.
Yes, sir.
So, long-time listener, first-time caller.
Oh, cool.
I will say I was glad to see Louisville finally showed some grit and pulled out a win, especially after the last 2 weekends being a total debacle when we were the better opponent, I feel like, or the better team. But one thing I did want to ask you all is, I mean, watching Isaac Brown, I mean, the man is an absolute dog. He's an absolute dog. And with today's NIL culture, I mean, how much money you all thinking that we're going to have to dish out to this man? So
much.
Georgia or Alabama or somebody else don't try to scoop him up in the offseason. That's one thing I'm worried about. But want to kind of get y'all's take on it. Go Cards, beat Miami, and let's keep this ball rolling.
Absolutely. Appreciate the call. That is such an unavoidable question. And the best you can hope for is not to be thinking it during the game. Because it's like every time I see Jamari Johnson in the back of the end zone, I hear that money.
I know.
Money.
I tweeted out when Isaac Brown had that touchdown.
You did not tweet about NIL.
I tweeted out the little gif, and it was like, pay that man his money.
Oh, from round.
Yeah. It's like,
pay that man his money.
Yeah.
It's like, oh God. And I can't do that. I can't do that. That's gonna suck, Steve.
Yeah. But Isaac and Jamari
they're gonna demand a lot.
But that's what you want.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you want. Like, I mean, how much easier is it to recruit a guy to your team than have to go find somebody who's not yet on your team? Like, you know,
I mean, does your coach have to just start schmoozing? I mean, listen, I worry. I think I worry less about Isaac Brown than I do Jamari, because the way he talks about the way he's talked about Isaac Brown from day one.
Yeah.
Put something in Isaac Brown's head that you are valuable to us.
Well, Isaac's the starting running back for the next 3 years.
Did you get retroactively mad at Coach Brohm?
No, it's true freshman. It's true freshman.
I know. Like
Yeah,
I did understand his trepidation about putting a freshman out there and giving him the full package. But yeah, I did in my snarky fan mode. Yeah, I'm like, you don't have him in there. We be undefeated right now.
Undefeated with the whole thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Isaac is this job, he is a starter at the University of Louisville. He knows that. Like that's his job. Jamari Johnson, that's his job. He's the starting tight end at the University of Louisville.
He's gonna want more touches.
Well, yeah, probably needs more touches.
And I'm gonna need Coach Brohm to just mention him more in the press conference. Just massage him.
Well, we have Jeff Brohm today at 11.
We have Jeff Brohm today at 11.
So we're going to play that right here on 93.9 The Ville. And then we'll react to that afterwards.
Does he mention Jamari Johnson more than 3 times?
I hope so. Because I really I enjoyed watching them. I mean, here's the thing, man. Louisville offensively, Drew Diener said this morning, I totally agree. He said, when you look at Miami and people look at Miami and they're like, man, but we got to deal with Cam Ward. We got to deal with, it's like, well, Miami's got to deal with Tyler Shuck. They've got to deal with Colin Lacey and Jamari Johnson and Isaac Brown, who you think he wants a piece of Miami. And they got to deal with Corey Brooks, who I don't know that we're going to play a game for the rest of the year where he's not the best receiver on the field.
It's like Amon-Ra St. Brown-ish. Like that kind of thing.
No, it's not really like that.
It's like if you have a CD Lamb,
special teams players suck,
and then like let's just say I
don't think they should get paid.
Let's say like Quincy Riley is on top of a CD Lamb, and CD Lamb's frustrated immediately, and you just keep on.
Yeah, I think Jalen should have been cut.
You really are going super toxic.
He's doing a terrible job at the NFLPA.
I've got nothing. It's not what I should say, Nate. When your team was beaten in that manner, so you just go hateful.
How much better do you think this from Charles McGee? How much better do you think Brown is than Ruben Owens?
That's a good question. That's actually a really good question. Because and I think Ruben Owens is actually out for the year.
Okay.
But I don't think he's playing. But I mean that's a fair, because that you're talking about a guy who's the number 1 running back in the country, and you say, man, I wonder what we could have had there. And it's like Isaac Brown being a freshman. And listen, you watch that game. Don't tell me Duke Watson's not a problem. Duke Watson's a problem. And was ranked ahead of Isaac Brown. Like, I mean, he's a dude. And I think you're going to see his minutes.
Looks like he's going to play him.
Yeah, because I love Kewan Brown, but Duke and Isaac, I think, are surpassing him. Isaac definitely has, but
they have the wiggle.
Yeah,
they do have the wiggle. I tell you what, we'll stay on time. Take a quick commercial break. 93.9 The Ville.
Are you looking to upgrade any area of your home? Well, don't worry. I have the perfect answer for you, and that is Ebbs & Low Renovations. Decks, bathroom remodels, kitchen remodels, and basement finishings are some of the many offerings provided by this great company. The team recently built a new deck for none other than Drew Diener. They also came in and repainted the entire ESPN Louisville studio. Give owner Steve Ebbs a call at 502-471-9700 for all commercial or residential jobs. That's 502-471-9700. Or visit ebbsandlow.com and schedule a free estimate. High quality work from a company that has served all across Kentucky. This company has an A+ rating by the Better Business Bureau. Schedule your free estimate today at ebbsandlow.com. That's ebbsandlowe.com. And tell them you heard about them right here on ESPN Louisville.
Your home is your fortress, and your first line of defense is your roof. So if your roof is under attack by either Mother Nature or Father Time, you should be calling Citadel Roofing and Construction. Citadel Roofing and Construction is locally owned and operated, will provide free inspections, estimates, and of course they'll work with your insurance. Did I also mention their A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau? Let Citadel Roofing and Construction protect the roof that protects you by calling 502-219-7964 today.
Hey, Louisville fans, Steve Rummage here. In life, there are moments when the stakes are high and the decisions you make can forever change the outcome of your financial future. Buying or selling your home, That's one of those major league moments. Imagine this. If we're facing a major surgery, you wouldn't pick a cut rate surgeon or someone offering a 1% discount, right? So why gamble with the cheaper option when it comes to selling your home? Go with a pro, someone who's recently named one of Louisville's 40 under 40, and call Josh Jarbo. Josh and the team of agents at RE/MAX Empire understand the value of what's at play. They don't offer any gimmicks, and they definitely don't take shortcuts. They provide the full MVP treatment every step of the way. So when buying or selling your home, choose the team that goes the distance for you. At RE/MAX Empire, your goals paired with their strategy is a guaranteed recipe for success. I'm Steve Rummage, and I'm telling you, in real estate, don't settle for anything less than the best. Call Josh Jarbo at 502-216-7590 or check out his website at joshjarbo.remaxempireky.com.
Josh Jarbo, principal broker owner, RE/MAX Empire at Modern Mortgage A to Z, NMLS number 2256125, equal housing lender.
Hey, Cards fans, do you or a loved one suffer from gout? Gout is a very painful form of arthritis that can also lead to kidney and heart disease. I bet you didn't know there's now a Gout Center of Excellence right here in Louisville. They use the most up-to-date clinical guidelines and FDA-approved treatments to get you relief fast. If you have gout, be sure to call the Gout Center of Excellence at 502-719-2472 or visit them online at ralouisville.com. And be sure to tell them Marcus sent you.
Hunt for the golden gift card with BetMGM and you could win 10 grand in cash. Sign up or log into your BetMGM account today and opt into our golden gift card promotion. Then purchase a BetMGM gift card worth $25 or more anywhere they're sold near you. Deposit your gift card into your account and you'll be entered to win our $10,000 grand prize. It's never been easier to fund your BetMGM account. Just buy and redeem your gift card and start betting on your favorite sports. One lucky gift card depositor will take home the grand prize. Will it be you? Sign up today and opt into the promotion. Deposit your gift card and you could win. Visit betmgm.com/gift card today for additional details and find your retailer near you. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See betmgm.com for terms. 21 plus only, Kentucky only. New and existing customer offer. Please gamble responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Miss anything from your favorite show? Head over to the Alex R. White Sue Distracted Driver Podcast Center on ESPNLouisville.com.
Hi, I'm attorney Alex White. I run a law firm right here in Kentucky. We have over 10 attorneys who work hard every day for our clients. We're proud to be local, and giving back to our community is very important. After a car wreck, you have a lot of options of who to hire as your attorney. But if you want good representation and hardworking lawyers, you want to keep your business local, visit SueDistractedDriver.com.
This is a legal advertisement. Work may be performed by other attorneys.
Main Street is calling your name. Down One Bourbon Bar is ready to be your lunchtime or happy hour destination. Located right next to the KFC Yum Center and one of the hottest spots on the Urban Bourbon Trail, Down One is the perfect place to kick back before the big game or concert. We're here to prove that what tacos can't cure, whiskey will.
Most people don't put much thought into the value of a reliable water or sewage pump until they have to. Well, I have a team that never stops thinking about it. Kentuckiana Pump Sales. With over 35 years of experience, Kentuckiana Pump Sales, a premier Ashland pump shop, includes sump, sewage, grinder pumps, and many more to service all residential, municipal, commercial, and industrial needs. Next time you think about pumps, think Kentuckiana Pump Sales, 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, or visit KentuckianaPumps.com.
When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Kroger for thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouth-watering meals. And no matter what tasty choice you make, you'll enjoy our everyday low prices. Plus, extra ways to save, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump with points. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Roll into town, step off the bus, shake off the where you came from dust. Grab your
company is most certainly the company for you. Simply dial 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Make sure you look into the Mitsubishi Mini Split like the one we use here at the 93.9 Studios for that hard to heat, hard to cool room in your home. Again, 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com.
It's about Nashville. It was a Jason Aldean song he wrote about
Nashville.
What's
going on?
Which I like Nashville. I love Nashville, actually. It's one of my favorite places to go.
You know, Steve, when I qualified with my ACT and SAT scores, you know, I was going to go to Vanderbilt.
Was you?
Jan Van Bredikoff, Coach Jan.
Well, you know what's funny is one of me and Charity's favorite places to go is the Biltmore House. Yeah, in Asheville, you know, North Carolina. Shout out to Asheville.
Shout out Asheville.
Yeah, cleaning up. Yeah, cleaning up, doing a great job over there. They but the Biltmore House is somewhere we really enjoy going through, and it was the Commodore, the Vanderbilt,
Cornelius Vanderbilt.
Yeah, the family. They you know, they made that, and it's really cool, man. I'm my first official visit, I tell you all the time.
Oh yeah,
was to Vanderbilt. It was the most eye-opening visit on planet Earth. Seeing Jay Cutler in real life, I was like, "You suck, Steve. Get out of here. Why are you here?"
Yeah, it was awesome to practice in Vanderbilt. You know how it has the gym is kind of different,
great.
like the Opera House.
I was there the night Florida and Matt Walsh. You remember Walsh and Bonner?
Yes.
Yeah, those guys.
Yep.
They were number one in the country, and we went to it's a basketball team. We went, and Vanderbilt almost upset them there. It's such a unique place to watch.
Listen, one of my earliest memories, like my first college game, my dad took me. They were having like a kind of a tournament in Vanderbilt.
Okay,
and it was at the gym. And listen, first guy I really like ever introduced myself to or wanted to go meet. It's really awkward. His name was Billy McCaffrey.
Okay,
right? Ironically, from the McCaffrey lineage.
Sure.
He transferred to Vanderbilt from Duke. And it was
How about that?
It was crazy because I said, Dad, I'm gonna go over there and talk to him, right? You know, so I went up there, and just the way he turned around, and he gave me the full thumb dap too. And I was like, man, I don't mean to bother you, man. I was like, you know, what was behind you, you know, transferring from Duke and to to Vanderbilt? He's like, fit. He's like, just wasn't a good fit, man. You know, he's like, but I'm happy here. You know, it's like all right, get back to it. I appreciate it. You know, went back. So, it was just, one of my earliest best memories is from Vanderbilt. Imagine that,
man. Well, good for them, man. They're doing some nice things right now.
What have they been up to lately?
Well, they're in 2 games. I know they won their last 2 weeks. They beat Alabama last week in Vandy, which was actually was fantastic. And
Hucked the goalposts into the river.
Yeah. It's carried it down Broadway and just threw it.
Didn't damage any cars.
No.
Very impressive.
But you got to admit, you get a win like that, there's no chance.
Well, Kirk Herbstreit said it on College Game Day. As much he said, unfortunately for Vandy,
so whatever team plays them next got the worst version of Vandy you could have.
Herbstreit said that the thing is he said the team they're playing today, though, he said they created winning a big game and getting thumped the next week. So so they're going to be ready.
Okay.
And, you know, they had a former coach in town, and they were jacked.
Wait a minute, so they had like special pageantry.
Man, they were feeling themselves. It was like, you know, Vandy coming to town. We're gonna smoke Vandy.
But listen, but they just wore their regular blue uniforms.
Oh no,
right?
they blacked out. It was a blackout.
No way.
See, their rival actually does blackout games, so they thought it would be cool because they were basically in football. They steal anything that's decent. DJs, blackouts, anything. Beer, anything that matters at all. They jack. So they're like, we're going to do a blackout game because, I mean, it's Vandy. Like, we're going to be Vandy, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, hello.
Just bring out everything.
Yeah. And then Vandy loses their best pass rusher. Really scary, actually. It was a scary injury, all jokes aside. Like, I mean, it's one of those not moving type injuries. So I think he's okay. But yeah, and so you're like, this is going to be bad. But Vandy went in there and just pulled their pants down and spanked their little bottoms. was like, keep your mouth shut.
Get that good slap sound.
Yeah. And they were just like, thank you, sir. Can we have another? But
You got darn right.
keep your
Man.
mouth shut. Vandy was like, just
His dirty little mouth.
just spank you. Spank you with it. You like that? And yeah.
Boy, and I'm telling you, the town made a lot of money off a certain fan base.
Oh yeah.
Because they were not in their houses. They were out in these streets.
Yeah. Yeah, they were like, you know what, we're gonna get out of here. Yeah, we're gonna get out of here. Yeah. So.
I'm sure all the local restaurants and pubs and breweries,
Yeah.
they appreciated the patronage.
But hey, they had their former coach.
Best night of his life.
That's not his life. Living a dream.
Yeah. Ooh, who's gonna be the first to say it out loud? It's almost like a cloud. It's like that's your cloud now.
It's like a cloud. That's your cloud now, boys.
It's like you took the cloud and said
that's
like you purposely you begged for the cloud.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you shall receive.
Yeah.
We'll see how that pans out. Okay. What group? Okay, we'll do this. Back to Virginia.
Yeah.
What group?
Oh, and it was homecoming. Schedule Vandy for homecoming.
You scheduled Vandy for
Of course you schedule Vandy for homecoming.
At home?
Man, how does your own piss taste? Because so many shoes just had piss running in them. Just right down the leg, right into the shoe. What are y'all doing tonight? Well, we're just pissing down our own leg. Oh, here. That's what we're doing. Yeah. So, that's been a good weekend.
That's the hotel
It's
gate
been
walk.
a good weekend. Yeah, good for y'all, man.
Okay. What room were you pleasantly surprised with? Happy with?
Well, let me go player.
Player, okay. Player. That's fine.
Corey Thornton. Thought he was fantastic.
Corey Thornton.
Mm-hmm. I thought I was going to have this to myself. I heard Blankenbaker say it this morning. I was like, dang it. Yeah, he's so right. He's 100% right.
He kicked his own hand because
his broke hand.
His broke right hand. His broke right hand.
Yeah, so
I saw him
he kicked it because he missed the interception. That's how angry he was.
I saw him swipe with his left hand I just saw him swipe, and I'm like, how awkward would that be, Steve, if you've been playing this sport?
Yeah, man.
With your right hand being your dominant hand, and all of a sudden we just put a club on it.
Yeah.
Just play with it.
I know.
And I'm going to yell at you when you don't get the interception. What are you doing? Look, take your club and pin the ball against the club.
Yeah.
Simple. Have you been practicing working with the broken hand?
Just hold it against your breast as tight as possible.
Okay.
No, they were really good.
You say Thornton, I'll say Ashton. I'll say Ashton.
Sure.
I'll say Ashton.
Sure.
Because it's like, and actually, I'm gonna take a little bit off the Ashton grade and say staff. Yeah, just simplifying, put him back in just, and Virginia, you could tell they thought they were going to get away with trying to let him go one too many times.
Ashton stayed so disciplined in that game because he finally broke through, got him another sack, which he had been kind of in a little bit of a slump for his standards, but he stayed so disciplined setting the edge after that first two drives. I mean, there were multiple plays, and then I talked to you. Jordan Garrard is finally healthy.
Oh,
you're finally getting him back in the fold. Okay, that was kind of the first game where he's really played. Okay, and Jared Dawson was another one that did well.
Don't jump off sides.
Well, yeah, but Garrard to me was a piece that I looked at and said, "Now I'm kind of getting back to Ashton because Ashton was setting the edge so well that he started to funnel those runs." Because in that first drive,
squeeze it.
They had the big run outside to the left, they had big run outside to the right, and then. That was what got him down the field for the most part.
Yeah.
Now, Ashton starts setting that edge. It changed some things up, and Garrard was cleaning up. But Garrard was the type for me that I said, okay, this might be a new tool. This might be something we have going forward now. Like this could be it's not just, CL Brown said something this morning. Perfect. the way he said it too. He said the reason you don't freak out as much as a Louisville fan right now is he said, I believe Louisville has the answers in house.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like Kentucky, he was talking about a quarterback. He's like, they already got an answer.
Mm-hmm.
This is what you got. There's no answer. Okay. So you got to figure that one out. He said, Louisville, I think the answers are there. It's just getting them in the right spots, getting them where they need to be.
Yep.
And you saw that Gerard, I don't know if it's Gerard or Gerard, but I apologize to the kid. I'll figure it out. But it was getting him, to me, is one of those where it's like, because they loved him before the season started. They were like, this kid, and then he had a little injury. He's not really been able to play. Now you see him and you're like, okay, that's an example of a piece that's in-house. That's like, oh no, that's Isaac Brown fixing running game. How about this one? Is anybody going to talk about? I know Biscuit will. If Biscuit's listening, I know Biscuit will have my back on this one. What about Sylvester coming in and playing left tackle for Monroe Mills? How good was he? Didn't get talked about because Mendoza was so terrible on the other side. And again, me and Biscuit were chatting on Saturday, and I was like, I'm not a call-out guy. Like, I'm just not. I'm not a player call-out guy in college.
It's too hard.
I know it don't matter because now they're getting paid. You technically should be fine. I just can't do it. So I say
about 3-4 games.
What was it?
You get 3-4 games before I'm calling you out.
Yeah. Okay, so Texas says Louisville does not have answers for the in-house for the O-line, unfortunately. Well, let me tell you why they do. Nobody's talking about how good Sylvester was at left tackle.
Mm-hmm.
He was fantastic. He did a really good job filling in for Monroe Mills, who was our best lineman. Jeff Brahms told us Monroe Mills is going to make it back.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to play hurt. He's going to make it back.
Yeah, he will be hurt.
What if Sylvester's now the answer to the other side?
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe we do got a little something there. And they pulled Mendoza at the end of the game. And the last couple drives, kudos to them. Because it's hard. People saying mid-game, and I do it too. It's like, pull that guy. Get that guy out of here. Dude, I game planned all week.
I know.
These are the guys that ran the sets. I can't just pull my guy mid-game and then say, oh, here we go. Like but they did. He was that bad. I mean, he killed a drive. One drive completely just killed. But they pulled him, and then they moved, and it was like, okay, so maybe they do have some answers in-house there. Now, with that being said, I don't do this very often.
They never blew the whistle on that last run, Steve.
No, it was pathetic.
That was pathetic.
But I'll get to that in a minute because I do want to talk about that one really quick. But I'm going to do this. I don't do this. I don't tell people how to fan. But I'm going to say it. You will, or I will make you. I don't know how, but I'll try. We are going to spend money on O-linemen. And when we get O-lineman commits, you are going to celebrate them.
Make them feel better.
You are going to start celebrating these O-lineman commits that we get.
I'll do a better job on the video.
Yeah.
That's my part. I'll tag them in the videos where we're giving them props. That's all I can do.
Yeah. Like I'm like, give all the NIL money to these O-linemen.
That's the next step.
Yeah.
That's the next step. It's the fan base knowing you're, again, I've told you this story 1,000 times. To listen to Tennessee fans debate tackles in recruiting is okay. The next level. Instead of recruiting now, it'll be transfer tackles. It'll be portal tackles, but we do need to be discussing linemen, battles, and who's the value, the value of the kind of lineman you.
Oh no, absolutely. So, but no, I do think there are some fixes that we have,
and Steve,
and we saw,
and Steve, it's like when you have an offensive line that's dominant, right?
Yeah,
like kind of how Detroit did the Cowboys last night. Like,
see,
listen, the running game
is broken.
Isaac Brown, getting the running game started.
The run was broken.
That's helping,
and we're gonna unbreak it.
That's helping. That's gonna help the offensive line to change at the running back.
I hate who I've become. What you've turned me into. I'm gonna do Nick's side now. You know what? I might just vote Nick's way now.
I'm gotten sensitive.
I'm gonna blame you for being the way I am. It's your fault I'm this way.
No,
it's not my fault.
Listen, seriously.
Yeah.
Isaac Brown
You're
getting those yards, it makes the lineman's jobs easier because now the play action works heavier. You keeping the defense at bay, keeping them in their lanes. Yeah. So seriously.
And I know we got to go here in a minute because I know we got Jeff Brohm coming up and stuff. But I think you've tried to dance around it a couple times, and I've messed you up. But Duke Watson, that last run, dude, go watch it on film. He gets that first down, they blow him dead,
and it's moving.
Makes no
sense,
moving. Right? So what's he do, Nick? I see 3 or 4. Go back and watch it. I see 3 or 4 guys on the field. Like, come on. Like, what are we doing? Duke Watson gets out of that pile, jumps right up, looks at the coaching staff, says, again, it's for like you got to get this third down. Like, you have to get this. We need this. Duke Watson jumps right up, looks at the coaching staff, says, run it again. Run me again. They run him again. Boom, gets it. Like, that's next level, because you know how mad he had the right to be? I'm grinding. I'm pushing this pile, and I hear a whistle.
And it wasn't like he got lifted. He didn't get lifted.
No, he was pushing, man.
He was standing up pushing.
And they call you dead? It's like, what?
When you're getting the first down, steal the game.
That's the game. And for him to jump right back up, look at the step. You better not bring Isaac in. You give me this ball right here. I'm going to finish this game. And he goes, he gets it, he finishes the game. And it's like, man, I earned Duke Watson earned my respect this week as like, okay, he can play. He can be a serious player for us. It's unheard of. I mean, it's not ideal to go 2 true freshmen as your 1-2 punch, but I think that's where we're at, man. I think that's where we're at. To me, they're better.
They're so explosive,
they're
man.
better, man.
They're so explosive, and put, like I said, put those Jeff explosive plays, explosive running backs. It'll change your offense.
Yeah.
What did it say right there? Did I miss something on text?
Oh, no, I was just going back through the text. Somebody said, tell Jalen Reeves-Maben to flash the L's down to Will Levis after he breaks his ribs. Jalen's been known. Takes people out.
It's SEC football, Steve.
Nick Chubb's still not mentally right.
No, he's recovered and had
every time Nick Chubb gets hit now, he's like, ah!
You played through the echo of the whistle, Steve.
No, Detroit, that's what makes it so aggravating, is Detroit's so fun to watch. They're so gritty. They're so they were fun to watch. You're like, if you love football, they're a fun team.
They could have done without the hook and ladder to Penei Sewell.
It's a little much. I feel like it's a little much sometimes.
When you're up 38.
It's like, do you really need that? Like,
did you see that, Nikki?
Yeah, did y'all feel like you needed to do
No,
that?
but
did you know they ran
a hook and ladder?
Up to an offensive guard. To an offensive guard. Nikki.
But Marcus.
Nikki. He caught the ball. I'm around, I think St. Brown caught the ball out here, and the lineman came running out, and he pitched it back to the lineman.
But they're taking it out on the Cowboys because the referees last year made a great call, a brave call,
Mickey,
by calling an illegal man downfield.
No.
Courage.
No. It wasn't illegal man down. Listen, Nikki.
It's courageous, actually.
Nikki.
Heroes.
Listen, the offensive tackle goes to the ref. And he says,
that's right.
He says, I'm ineligible.
I remember this. I remember this.
And they score. They run the play. The referee acknowledges them. They run the play. They scored a touchdown. And just like in the Louisville game, they just go back and they huddle and they say, we got to do something about that play. Any ideas?
Yeah. So, well, it was illegal. So we're going to call a penalty because it's an illegal play.
It was retroactively
the
illegal.
Courage that those officials took. And then you could tell Detroit was taking it out on Dallas yesterday.
Mickey, 3 minutes into the thing, I'd already said, Steve, these referees are cheating. And Steve is already like, I think we're totally too hard on referees now.
Maybe they did.
It's just a thankless job.
Maybe they did come together and discuss a holding. Maybe one of them has a photogenic memory. Photographic. Yeah. Photogenic.
Really pretty mind.
Look, I was going to let it go, but I'm like,
cut his head open and just take pictures.
I'm going to clean that one up. So we are efforting Jeff Brohm?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so
refreshing.
Okay. Well, when we get Coach Brohm will be up here in a second. I mean, hey, he'll probably address some things.
They
but
went overboard though.
It was a little overboard. I felt like it was. It's okay. It's all right.
I was like,
everybody likes to kick the Cowboys when they're down. So,
and then there's that.
So now it's a good time.
I saw someone tweet the Chappelle Show Papa Copy thing. It's like, Dan Campbell, why are you running the score up on the Cowboys? Because that's why.
Yeah. But you know what? You know what sucks? There's not one, and this is what sucks when teams do this to the Cowboys. I've been watching First Take all morning. There's not been one topic with how good the Lions are. Not one.
Yeah.
It's how bad are the Cowboys?
Well, technically, with their loss, they suffered. That kind of took the conversation.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it doesn't matter. It's like, well, the Cowboys, they lost 3-0. It's like, well, the Lions are pretty good. Why don't you give them some credit? You going to Nashville? Are they playing in Nashville?
They got Titans next?
Yeah.
In Nashville?
I don't know. He's not my son. I don't know. So I don't know why you're asking me.
Hey, I got that Pops baby DNA.
Like,
hey, boy, you play.
I don't know.
When you play one of them damn football games somewhere down in my area.
I mean, I know Elijah has a JV game tonight. I don't. Yeah, like I know where it's at. It's at Bullitt East.
I'm like, oh, Jalen, you had a game last night? yeah, Dad. We played the Cowboys on Sunday afternoon, 4:25. Oh man, I meant to catch that.
Like I don't. I'm like, this is on you. On you.
I think when the schedule came out,
I thought you had said something about it. They were playing in Nashville, though. That's the only reason why.
But I already did that. I did tight stadium.
Yeah.
Gag. Yeah, it's fun.
What are we gonna hear from Coach Brohm today?
Miami.
Injury reports.
Miami.
That's all. Is that all we care about on Monday? It's just I want to hear if there's did we come out healthy?
On Mondays, no. You want to hear who he's mad at. You look forward to hearing who he's mad at.
Yeah,
because you're not going to give credit. He's not going to sit here and praise, or he's going to say Tyler Shuck's awesome. Oh, Texas says it's in Detroit.
In Detroit.
Thank you, Texter.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember. I went there around Christmas time, I guess. Yeah, you're gonna listen. You're gonna have antennas up to see who he's mad at.
I would agree.
What are you gonna say about that first drive? What are you gonna say about the defensive first drive? Because he's always mad at the defense coach.
Yeah, but I do think they played better throughout the game.
Mm-hmm.
So I did see Isaac Brown was on threes, true freshman standouts. He was number 1 ahead of Jeremiah Smith. From Ohio State, who's pretty good. Pretty good player. So
I mean, he was on a lot of
look
out for the freshman list at the beginning of the season. So
remember he was a
preseason All-American.
Freshman All-American.
It's funny, I was looking for some images of him just to put on my little thumbnail.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh yeah, because I kept on running across all these freshmen, preseason lists to watch out for us. And I'm just like, okay, I forgot that a lot of people knew he was going to be a problem.
Right.
Or had a feeling he was going to be a problem. But like I said, when you do you'll take where you're at now if he's going to take the helm from here on out.
Yeah.
Because you got a little bit of the humility. You didn't get the freshman throw you out there, and you earned it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can really go in that locker, teammates and all.
Yes.
I would agree. Yeah, I can go in that locker room. And Cheney and Turner, they got to look at him and say, you earned it.
So no, you're the dude, man.
Yep.
Yeah. There's no
animosity.
Yeah, if I heard of they're mad because of this, or
they sorry, dude, get more touches. Like, no, you don't get. You got every opportunity. Okay, we got Brown.
Now let's do it.
And playing very well right now. So it's going to be a great test for us, and I know we're going to have a lot of guys who can try to improve and get better, and see if we can go out there and figure out a way to win.
You played him down there last year and beat him, but he's really transformed the roster. When you watch them, how much different are they this year, especially with Ward at quarterback?
Well, that's the main difference. They've got a legitimate Heisman Trophy candidate who's really good. He can throw it, he can move, he can buy time. He's got a great feel for the position. He gets it to their playmakers. He makes that offense go. You combine that with a lot of great talent on their team. at all positions. Very good receivers, good running back core, strong offensive line. And then their defense is a solid defense with really, really talented players, a lot of positions. So, in order to win, you got to be good at all three segments, but definitely offense and defense tie together. And they have a legitimate, possible first-round draft pick at quarterback to go along with a very talented roster. Well, I think if you watch him, he's very poised. He understands football. He's got a great feel to stand in there at the last minute, make the throws. I think he throws it best when he's on the move, when he can buy time, and that's when the big plays are created because he's just so natural at doing it. So we've got to contain him in the pocket. We've got to make him throw from the pocket. We've got to guard as well as we can. And we've got a pocket rush and make sure we push that towards him and not allow him to escape and buy a lot of extra time because he's very dangerous when he does that.
Jeff, what did you see as far as improvement the other day? You had a different offensive line and you made some stops defensively. What improvement did you like from your team?
Well, we did have some new pieces on the offensive line. I thought for the most part they played hard. There were a couple times we got exposed, but we found a way to overcome it. Had a couple key drops that a lot of good plays, but a couple of things we got to continue to shore up and try to be as perfect as we can. I think on defense, we got better at some things we need to get better at. Is there still ways to go? Yes, but we got better, and we've got to continue to push the envelope there and get as sharp and as crisp as we can and make sure that, we're making the offense beat us one-on-one and we're not having miscommunication or misalignments or people thinking one thing and playing something else. Everything has to be on the same page, so we've got to continue to get that as sharp as we can.
Jeff, when Ward is buying time, what's the key in your secondary to holding up and not giving up the big plays when he does that?
Well, when he scrambles, of course, the first thing is going to look deep, and you've got to have a sense of staying behind your receiver, but not too far. You don't want to give too much cushion, but you want to make sure if someone turns up the field, you're there and you're able to respond. And then when you're in good position there, you've got to be able to anticipate a little bit as he's moving and be able to plaster receivers if you can, top down. But the key is to not allow him a lot of that extra time because he's very, very dangerous when he does it.
Jeff, was this Jelani's best game? Are you seeing him come along a little bit better than?
Well, this is the most he played. I know he played 60 to 70 snaps on defense. He plays hard, gives great effort. He has a good motor. He gets great push. He made some plays. I think when, if we can ever get a lead and make the offense do a few things they don't want to, that's when we will find a way to make more plays on that side of the ball. But I think he's done a great job doing his part. He's just got to continue to work hard at it. We got to be really good around him, to cover as well as we can to allow those guys just a little extra time to get in there to get those sacks and those tackles for loss. And then we've got to just continue to keep our rush lanes as much as we can and not rush past the quarterback and be very conscious of what the quarterback is doing. Is he stepping up? Is he trying to escape outside as we're trying to to get to him?
Jeff, having Ron English come down from the box down to the sideline appears to have made a big jump forward in terms of the defensive efficiency, but what exactly in terms of the communication part was fixed or streamlined? Did you continue using the in-helmet comm? Did you go back to using some of the old way you used to do it, or was it a mix of both? How exactly did the communication get improved with English coming down there?
Well, we worked hard all last week, specifically to make sure that we had answers for everything that can come up. So getting the call in quick is important. Getting it in and getting it all communicated to all the right people as fast as we can is important. So the timing of that is critical. I think being on the sideline, having a feel, is this team huddling, or are there a lot of scrimmages? Look like they're going to snap the ball, and trying to get things in as fast as we can, and then adjusting from there was very important. I thought the ability to see that and have a feel for that on the field was better than being upstairs. I think having a general pulse of the defense and what they need to hear and what emotions need to be displayed, being on the field, you can have a better feel there. So I thought that was beneficial. There's still some things we got to get better at, but for the most part, I think we're moving in the right direction. We will be tested this week in all aspects of that, but we have to work hard at this week because we got to improve at it.
Coach, you guys are going to be playing again for the Schnellenberger Trophy. Obviously, Coach meant a lot to both these programs, but specifically for you, what does that trophy mean for you?
Well, I think everyone knows Coach Schnellenberger played a great role in my career, and he played a great role in building this program. So we're all thankful for that. Him and Beverly are huge Louisville supporters, and I know Beverly, still texts me every now and then, and we keep in contact. So, Coach knew how to build a championship team, and he knew how to overcome adversity, and he knew how to hang in there when the going got tough, and he never gave in, and he never displayed a lack of hope. There was always optimism in his voice, and he knew that he could get it done, and he's proved it at every level. And that doesn't mean it always went smooth, but he knew how to hang in there and display the confidence throughout the team and the city that it's going to get done. So that's what you learn from him. A lot of great lessons. He was at both programs, did a great job, took Miami to President Heights too. So I know they're thankful for what he did. So, this will be a great game. And for us, it's a great measuring stick to see, where we're at. I like the fact that we played last week. We got a chance to find ways to get better. And we got a chance to see some other key areas that we need to continue to work hard to get better at. And we will be playing against a great opponent this week, and we will see exactly how we stack up and what more we need to do in order to improve.
Going off of that, Jeff, when you have two top 10 teams over the next 3 weeks, how important was that urgency in getting some of those things shored up a little bit?
Well, every week's important, and without question, we knew what the schedule was before the season, and I think a lot of the teams on that schedule that even others didn't think would be at this level have all played well. So we've got a very challenging run of teams. To be quite honest with you, that's how college football works. We're fine with it. We're great with it. We understand it. And every week is going to be a battle, and it starts this week. And all you can do is think about one game from our end and figure out ways to how can we find a way to win? How can we take the field confident? And how can we try to minimize mistakes as we're doing that will be pivotal. And then, for us, win or lose, you got to come back to the drawing board the next week and do it again. And, that's the challenging part that, from a team aspect, we got to make sure inside these walls that it's, everything we got for 1 week, let's lay it on the line, try to get it done. And when it's over, we'll try to do it again.
Jeff, over here. With Isaac Brown, was Saturday kind of like the game that you always knew he was capable of in terms of number of carries and just being able to handle that load? And where have you kind of seen that his development during the season?
Well, Isaac's done a great job for us from day one. He hasn't missed a rep of practice. He goes hard. He competes. He does everything we ask. He's very unselfish. But he's a true freshman, so you don't want to overload him. We gave him a lot of carries this past game. Obviously, he displayed his talent and playmaking ability, but he was getting beat up and couldn't finish the game. So, you got to make sure that you're aware of how much someone can handle, and you got to make sure that all personnel at every position are able to go and able to contribute. And you've got to be very calculated in making sure that it's not all out for one game and not conscious of making sure we keep guys as healthy as we can. But with that said, he needs to touch the ball a lot. We need to utilize his skills, and we need to make sure that that happens as much as we can get it to happen.
Coach, it seems like penalties are one of the few things that are kind of holding you back on offense. What do you say to
Chris Bell who had 3 penalties last week. What's the conversation with him this week to cut that down?
Well, the one 15-yarder after the whistle, yes, that's happened before. It can't happen at all. And Chris is very emotional, and that has to be completely off the table. So none of that can happen. We had a blindside block that really, if you look at it, it's a good physical block. The new rule is if he's not looking at you, you I guess can't hit him in that manner. It was a questionable block, so we've got to readdress that and make sure, that the person is looking at us. If we want to be physical, if not, we're just going to have to use our hands and not our shoulders and our full strength. So that one, we'll take the blame for that because he made a physical block on a guy who was stepping down and really was someone in front of him, but he just wasn't looking at him. And then we've had some kind of silly false starts where we've moved before the ball snaps. Sometimes on the road it happens. We've had some costly false starts and holdings at the offensive line, which will occasionally happen, but you got to try to minimize it. I think in general we've been one of the least frequent or minimized penalty teams around, but we got to be better at it. I just think anytime you have those mistakes, yes, we need to clean them up as much as we can. We had, I think, 2 personal foul calls that went against us, which were correct calls, and we can't do it. So we can't have any of those. 0 of those. It has to be between the whistles, legal. I think we all understand that. We can't allow our emotions to overcome that no matter what the score is, so we got to talk about it and make sure it doesn't happen.
Coach Jamari Johnson, obviously the tight ends seemed like they got a little bit more involved as things got a little bit more important late in the game. Jamari with a couple big catches. Can you talk about how he's continuing to progress and the importance he's going to play in this offense?
Well, he has a lot of potential and a lot of talent. We like what he's done. Those positions are very important to us. As we analyze ways to get him the ball, we've been better when we've designed ways to get him open than when they've had to get open on their own with a normal play. And that's just the facts. And that's so we've got to be conscious of making sure that we continue to find more ways to have some misdirection and play action to allow them some space to get open instead of allowing defenders to get their hands on them in some drop back pass situations. So that's all planning that we have to kind of help get them open. It did, and they did a really good job. So we got to continue to build on that and make sure that the tight ends get their touches.
With Maurice Turner, was he expected to be back this week? And if not, what's his timetable for return?
We're going to try to get him back on the practice field this week, and we'll see where it's at. I'm not I couldn't tell you at this point. We'll have to see where that's at. He hasn't practiced yet to this date.
Nobody asked him how much NIL Jamari Johnson's going to get next year.
That's all I cared about, right?
I tell you what,
he brommed his way out of that press conference. Yeah, it's like I got nothing.
I love how you turn that into a verb.
Yeah,
He
I
brommed.
Derek,
what do you want?
I got nothing out of that. Yeah, look, that's one of those where I'm like, everything you just said is obsolete, and let's get ready for the coaches show on Wednesday.
I don't know, Steve. If I were digging through the weeds, his explanation and his accountability on the Chris Bell block.
yeah, he sounded like he was like, yeah, I'm sorry, we I guess we'll
be less physical and
we'll
maybe
tell
use
our
our hands
guys
more.
if you're gonna hit them really really hard, just make sure they look at you
Yeah,
first.
call their name.
Yeah.
That might help.
1, 2, 3. Rock him like. Yeah.
Do you remember the play?
Oh yeah.
And I remember kind of explain. I'm like, that's not a crack. I remember getting mad. I'm like, that's not a crackback block, you know. And I'm like, no.
I thought it could have been more targeting than it was a illegal block, just because he kind of launched himself a little bit. I was like, maybe they could call targeting there.
You know, when I saw the play,
I want to be friends with that guy. He just looked cool.
He looked cool. I did see him.
Some people are just like, man, he's cool.
When I saw that hit,
yeah,
I said he did something to Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Because he put stink on that.
Yeah.
And that looks like one of those plays, like, you know how like you've been on a team where there's a punk on the other team, and you go get somebody that you know can take out their frustration on them, and you call a play in particular, for a crackback, or something, just to put them down. I'm like, he meant that.
This texter is right too, because I guess that is true. It's funny how we think so differently than coaches. We're like, we can't survive without Jamari Johnson. Coach Brohm gets in press conferences like, well, we have to basically draw up plays to get him open because he can't get open on his own. So
I think we've been doing a good job of that.
Yeah. You're like, oh, sorry, coach.
Yeah, but I don't know that. I know that ball better come out quicker next time. When I see Jamari Johnson running wide open in that background, that end zone.
Yeah.
And they've called up that goal line play. You're running play action on the goal line. And this third step, I see Jamari Johnson's big old long arm running. He looks like Puma Pass out there.
Yeah.
And I see his arm go up, and I'm like, he's open. And I said, he's open. He's open. He's open.
It was a great video from Creighton. He posted the video from the stands, and like as soon as he breaks off the line, all of our fans are like, he's open. He got him. Yeah, it's like the other thing too, somebody tweeted or texted us earlier and said, speaking of cheeks, Jamari Johnson has some cakes. I was like, he does it.
Yeah, but you noticed it when he was a recruit. You're like, look at his butt.
Yeah.
It's just like, that's a high schooler?
Yeah. Maybe not say that.
Yeah, man, come on. I didn't mark it. Don't worry.
I ain't playing this game with none of y'all. I saw a thing that said, in this house, we say words like, yeah, I can talk about cheeks.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, he must have texted. He must have.
Yeah, remember? Yeah,
you must.
No, but remember the
Clark?
Yeah, he spit on me. But maybe he did. I don't know. Bell seems a little off the chain, so I can't smack the guy in the face. Like, don't do that. That made life. I mean, not with those officials, dude. Those officials might end the game.
You know what? See, here's the problem.
We discussed it, and we're gonna call it.
Here's the problem. when Clemson does that to us, Steve is gonna be like, smack him.
Yeah.
Quit getting punked. We are here getting punked. You're gonna be begging for Chris Bell when you're playing Kentucky.
Well, yeah.
You're gonna be begging for him when you play Clemson.
Well, yeah, but unfortunately, the ACC officials have taken that from us.
So what do you do?
So now, because now, like I said, I mean, would it blow you away if they were like, that's 2 punches thrown, Virginia's up 14-13, we're going to go ahead and call it right now? You'd be like,
a riot.
And don't tell
We're actually
me.
going to take away your Georgia Tech win, too.
Yeah, like, don't tell me either that, well, yeah, but you've never seen that done before, because I've seen 5 calls this year that I've never seen before.
NBA inside stuff receives Kurt got it. What?
I don't know. We need to go to break.
Your home is your fortress, and your first line of defense is your roof. So if your roof is under attack by either Mother Nature or Father Time, you should be calling Citadel Roofing and Construction. Citadel Roofing and Construction is locally owned and operated, will provide free inspections, estimates, and of course they'll work with your insurance. Did I also mention their A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau? Let Citadel Roofing and Construction protect the roof that protects you by calling 502-219-7964 today.
Pretty soon, turning on the heat in your house will be a common event. If you're not sure your heating system is ready for the winter months ahead, it may be time to call who we call at the station, DFH Company. This month, when you buy a complete train system from DFH, you receive a 10-year parts and labor warranty and 18-month special financing. And you'll finally have the temperature just right in that hard-to-heat-up room this winter. It's hard to stop a train, so call DFH Company today about a train comfort system at 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Visit dfhcompany.com for complete program eligibility, dates, details, and restrictions. Subject to credit approval.
Breaking news, and this one is almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it's all about new customers at Bet365 because they get $200 in bonus bets when they bet $5. And even better, bonus bets can be used on the spread, totals, and player props.
There you have it. Bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bet. And see why. It's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 18 plus only. Must be physically located in Kentucky. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, Cards fans. Do you or a loved one suffer from gout? Gout is a very painful form of arthritis that can also lead to kidney and heart disease. I bet you didn't know there's now a Gout Center of Excellence right here in Louisville. They use the most up-to-date clinical guidelines and FDA-approved treatments to get you relief fast. If you have gout, be sure to call the Gout Center of Excellence at 502-719-2472 or visit them online at ralouisville.com. And be sure to tell them Marcus sent you.
Hey, Louisville fans, Steve Rummage here. In life, there are moments when the stakes are high and the decisions you make can forever change the outcome of your financial future. Buying or selling your home, that's one of those major league moments. Imagine this. If we're facing a major surgery, you wouldn't pick a cut-rate surgeon or someone offering a 1% discount, right? So why gamble with a cheaper option when it comes to selling your home? Go with a pro, someone who's recently named one of Louisville's 40 under 40, and call Josh Jarbo. Josh and the team of agents at RE/MAX Empire understand the value of what's at play. They don't offer any gimmicks, and they definitely don't take shortcuts. They provide the full MVP treatment every step of the way. So when buying or selling your home, choose the team that goes the distance for you. At RE/MAX Empire, your goals paired with their strategy is a guaranteed recipe for success. I'm Steve Rummage, and I'm telling you, in real estate, don't settle for anything less than the best. Call Josh Jarbo at 502-216-7590 or check out his website at joshjarbo.remaxempireky.com.
Josh Jarbo, principal broker owner, RE/MAX Empire at Motto Mortgage A to Z, NMLS number 2256125. Equal housing lender.
Most people don't put much thought into the value of a reliable water or sewage pump until they have to. Well, I have a team that never stops thinking about it. Kentuckiana Pump Sales. With over 35 years of experience, Kentuckiana Pump Sales, a premier Ashland pump shop, includes sump, sewage, grinder pumps, and many more to service all residential, municipal, commercial, and industrial needs. Next time you think about pumps, think Kentuckiana Pump Sales, 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, or visit KentuckianaPumps.com.
I'm former Louisville basketball player Luke Hancock. When the NCAA tried to take away the Most Outstanding Player Award from the 2013 tournament, I got it back thanks to Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is the personal injury firm that fights for the people, and their team treats clients like family. Morgan & Morgan changed my life, and if you've been injured in a car crash, at work, or in a slip and fall, they may be able to change yours. For a free consultation, dial pound law on your cell phone. That's pound 529, offices Louisville.
At Holiday World's Happy Halloween weekends, the fun never ends. In fact, it's been sweetened. As the sun sinks low, there's a thrill in the air. Thunderbird, Hello Swings, ride if you dare. 500 drones in the sky start to swirl. Free soft drinks and candy, because it's Holiday World.
Happy Halloween Weekends is back at Holiday World, weekends through October 27th. All your Halloween favorites, plus the all-new Kitties 3D Candy Farm. Get tickets at holidayworld.com.
Hey, Card fans, Attorney Sam Aguirre here, proud partner of U of L Athletics and ESPN Radio Louisville. Car wrecks can be a nightmare, and insurance companies are just going to make it worse. But when you're part of our team, we take care of those hassles so you can focus on getting better. We've helped thousands of Card fans get life-changing results on their claims, and it would be an honor to work for you too. So if you've been hurt in a car, give us a call at 502-888-8888 or check us out online at demandsam.com. And go Cards!
UPS Jobs is hiring. Come soar with us at UPS Jobs Worldport. Whether you are a student starting a new path or someone looking for a jump start to a great career or seeking seasonal work to earn some extra cash this holiday season, join the UPS Jobs Worldport team and enter the exciting world of air logistics. Days and nights for part-time supervisors, administrative positions, and package handlers are available. Starting pay starting at $21 an hour plus benefits. Come soar with us at UPS Jobs. Apply today at upsjobs.com/worldport.
Attention bourbon fans, join me, Mark Blankenbaker, at the James B. Beam Distilling Company on Thursday, November 14th, as the distillery is currently booking for their next monthly installment of the popular dinner series, the Claremont Supper Club. Master distillers Fred and Freddie No will be showcasing their entire 2024 series of Freddie's Project Distiller Share, with editions number 5, number 6, and soon to be released number 7. Distiller Share is only sold on the campus in Claremont. It is a highly allocated product. Come and enjoy the exclusive whiskey along with a 4-course meal curated by the on-campus and award-winning restaurant, The Kitchen Table. I attend the dinner every month, and being able to have a great meal, get my hands on some super exclusive bourbon, and hang out with Fred and Freddie is what being in bourbon country is all about. To get tickets, just go to beamdistilling.com and join us at Claremont Supper Club and the James B. Beam Distilling Company, where you always come as friends and leave as family.
If you're currently working as a plumber, pipe fitter, or HVAC tech, you owe it to yourself to check out Local Union 502. Union Local 502 offers the best compensation in the industry. They pay journeyman wages over $40 per hour with a total benefits package of over $60 per hour. Plus, 3 pension plans for secure, stress-free retirement. Join Local 502. Apply at lu502.com.
Hunt for the golden gift card with BetMGM and you could win 10 grand in cash. Sign up or log into your BetMGM account today and opt into our golden gift card promotion. Then purchase a BetMGM gift card worth $25 or more anywhere they're sold near you. Deposit your gift card into your account and you'll be entered to win our $10,000 grand prize. It's never been easier to fund your BetMGM account. Just buy and redeem your gift card and start betting on your favorite sports. One lucky gift card depositor will take home the grand prize. Will it be you? Sign up today and opt into the promotion. Deposit your gift card and you could win. Visit BetMGM.com/gift card today for additional details and find your retailer near you. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only, Kentucky only. New and existing customer offer. Please gamble responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Miss anything from your favorite show? Head over to the Alex R. White Sue Distracted Driver Podcast Center on ESPNLouisville.com.
Stronghold makes light work of heavy metal. We're looking for more heroes to join our team and make the best industrial storage in the world. We're hiring for first and second shift production workers, welders, sales positions, and more. You'll get weekly pay, 401k, health and dental benefits, other perks, plus bragging rights for working on products that'll outlive us all. Apply at strong-hold.com/careers.
Football fans, get ready for game day at Boom Bars. Our exclusive game day menu, ice-cold craft beers, and signature cocktails make Boom Bars the ultimate spot to watch your favorite teams in action. With multiple screens and an unbeatable atmosphere, there's no better place to celebrate every touchdown. Come join the excitement at Boom Bars Watch Bar, where every game day is a win.
Follow the leader. Your home for the college football playoff, NFL, the Final Four, and the best sports talk. We are ESPN Louisville.
Do your old floors need help? Hi, I'm Doug Corfage. Corfage Floor Covering keeps a variety of products in stock and can install your flooring quicker than ever. We'll bring samples to you and suggest the best solution for your lifestyle and budget. Call me on my cell phone, 643-6111. I don't want you to be okay with your floor. I want you to love it.
Linex of Louisville is now the Driver's Depot. Louisville's truck accessory source for the street, the strip, and the dirt. From lift kits, wheels, tires, and towing packages to protective coatings and spray-on bed liners. If it's for trucks, it's at the Driver's Depot. The Driver's Depot gives you unbeatable service and expert installation. Whether you're going for great looks or prepping for some serious off-roading, make the Driver's Depot your #1 source for car, truck, and UTV accessories. Check out their complete gallery online now at thedriversdepot.com.
The official broadcast partner of all U of L athletics, WLCL Sellersburg, is 93.9 The Ville. Powered by Sam Aguiar Injury Lawyers. Hurt in a car? Call Sam Aguiar.
Rely on the movement these pumps provide. The moment you need a water or sewage pump, you should be thinking Kentuckiana Pump Sales. They're like our first responders or essential personnel, over 36 years of experience. Best service, fairest possible price, and it's right over in Jeffersonville, Indiana. People, go see Harold or go see Mark. They'll find out exactly what you need. Utility, sump, affluent, grinder, sewage, anything you need. 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, of course. Or you can give them a call, 812-725-9217, or simply visit KentuckianaPumps.com.
Also, don't forget, Kentucky Branded. Your home for all things Louisville and Kentucky is Kentucky Branded. It's located in Shelbyville Road Plaza. It's a one-stop shop for Louisville. Listen, you can do state pride gear. They got city pride, bourbon-themed items, apparel, derby gear, everything you want to get over there. And when the Cards win, you get a good deal, and that's good for 48 hours after the win, which means it's good until 11:59 tonight. So the sale it'd be valid, like I said, for 48 hours. You can use a discount code. Now, there were 3 touchdowns, so that means it's 15% off with Cards win 15 at checkout. So go to KentuckyBranded.com, get you something good on there, and you'll get 15% off of your entire order at checkout over at KentuckyBranded.com.
So this is what I want to do. 8150-939 is the number. 3831-939 is the text line. I want to pose this question to you. We are officially halfway through the football season. It's crazy to say. What position group have you saw make the biggest jump since the beginning of the season? And the best way you can answer it being that your earlier games were quote unquote inferior opponents.
I mean, sure. It's made the biggest jump, man. God, it's got to be the running back room, right?
Is that prisoner in a moment?
Maybe, but I mean, I remember the first couple games, I was like, oh God, man, we're going to struggle in the run game. The running backs aren't. Remember, because I was like, Mo Turner can't really break away.
Mo Turner didn't. It was actually Chaney and Turner that didn't look as impressive. So I think from the beginning we were saying, so I guess if you say maybe in the practices, they've probably been improving enough to get on the field.
Right. And it was kind of like, oh man, I don't know if we got anything here. And now I feel pretty good. I mean, my worry a little bit is you still do have teams like Miami, Clemson, Kentucky, who have big defensive fronts that I'm like, okay, well, these are true freshmen, so it's like, well, you still gotta get through that. But I think I would go running back, man. I feel pretty confident in the running back room now. I don't know that I was early.
Chris.
Right?
I'll get to the phone line. Then I'll go to my word. Chris, thanks for joining us on 93.9. What's on your mind?
What's up, Maven Rummage?
What's up, man?
All right, Rummage, I want to tell you I'm so proud of you when you said that we're taking care of Asheville. I think you understand what I'm saying. I'm proud that you said that.
Hey, for sure, man. For sure.
Maven, you tell your son they're a bunch of bullies. They let America down.
That's right.
By doing what they did to our team.
Dirty
I'm
football.
so glad that I'm a Ravens fan. If I wasn't a Ravens fan, I'd be upset about this.
Yeah.
Steve, we got to get rid of this guy. He just turned 80-something years old. No,
it's terrible. It's bad. Yeah, we need a complete changeover. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you.
So, what position group has improved the most?
Yes.
I don't know that we could say anyone's improved the most, but the running back situation has been solved. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I think we have a two-headed monster just like the Lions. I think with our two freshmen, I think that we just devote to them and give them the ball, and that takes care of the situation. I think I've been hurt as a U of L fan. The whole time I'm watching this game, I'm like, why do they hate us so much? The block with Jamar, that's with Bell. That wasn't a blindside block. He just knocked that kid down. Like you were saying, what does he have to do? Announce 23, I'm going to come hit you. Look at me. So
right.
This is not illegal. That's crazy. Even the announcers for the first time ever was like, he goes, that wasn't a hold. That was a tackle. That running back flat tackled that guy. I don't understand how they could pick that flag up. I don't understand it. It was horrible. But here's what I am happy about. For the first time, I think they priced me out of going to a game. I'm so happy we're back there where tickets are just crazy. They're not $7, $8. I'm probably just going to stay home Saturday, get on the grill, watch the game. We have to win out. There's no more excuses. We have to win out so we can do what we need to do at the end of the season. I'll get off and I'll listen to you guys.
Appreciate the call. It's tough ask.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little more in like I think if we want a real shot at something, I think it's more realistic to say, okay, there's probably one more, try to only drop one more, and then you probably need a little bit of help. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think that's more where I'm at realistically. I mean, yeah, a win out would be fantastic though. Like, I mean, I'm here for it. It should be easy, right? Come on, Jeff.
Just win. You only got 6 more games to go. Boom, 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 boom.
Just simple stuff, man.
Yeah. Let me see. If I wasn't gonna pick a running back room.
Yeah, I'm curious.
If I wasn't gonna pick running the biggest improvement, I'm gonna say it like this. The wide receiver room is the room that makes me think anything's possible.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Anything is possible.
Yes, the wide receiver room.
Yeah.
Like, okay. I watch them and they look like they play for each other too.
Yeah.
Sure. You know, it's like watching Amon-Ra, who just got paid.
People watch the YouTube. They're like, these two just like kind of live their life and talk on the radio. I'm just doing like, I'm just depositing.
You're banking. Yeah.
Like, yeah. Right?
Yeah. It's like when you
it's
watch
crazy, man.
Amon-Ra, who just got paid, block for his teammates.
Yeah.
And James Williamson, like, just smoke people. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
just cook them. Just cook them.
Yeah. Just when Decoy, I was surprised he got caught though. You were right. That guy had the angle on him.
Yeah, that would have been a next level. Like you said, if he runs them, it's almost like, all right, shut it down.
Yeah.
He's done for the year.
If Ja'Cory Brooks would have ran away from that kid, I couldn't in good conscience be like, get him back out there, Jeff.
Yeah, no, son, you probably your first round pick.
Yeah, that's
let's go.
That's your boy for the receiver for Philly, Devontae Smith. Like,
yes.
That's what he would do.
Yes.
But no, I like my confidence has taken the biggest jump in the wide receiver room. I feel like a 50-50 Bell is getting it. You know, I feel like Ja'Cory Brooks, he's not scared to take hits. You know, his middle routes, he can get open. Now, the thing that worries me the most, and I hate that this is like this, the thing that worries me the most about not being able to beat the better teams with more athletes, is Tyler Shuck. I just think he's late, and those windows are gonna close faster.
Yeah,
and a couple of those throws he gets away with, you know.
Yeah,
out of like Coach Brohm saying, he's scheming them up well to get open on these, but what when they really got to start getting open? I'm not worried about them not getting open. I'm worried about the windows, not being as comfortable,
right,
for Tyler Shuck to throw. So I'm like, man, if he either Coach Brohm has got to start getting out quick, or
I know
you're gonna have to speak like Tyler, baby boy.
Yeah.
You got to speed up that release.
Because you are that good. I mean, and you put it on the money, you know?
Yeah, and that's the better you are, the more I feel like I can critique you and say, hey, we got dudes. You got to get the ball out.
Yeah.
They need to be coming out the break looking at the football.
Right.
Not running back towards you. And also, those pass interferences are going to turn into picks. Like, when, that's kind of my biggest worry.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think we made a lot of improvement by switching the running back situation. You improve the offensive line. By simplifying the defensive calls, you've made our defense bump up by leaps and bounds. It looked like to me. Looked like you simplified Ashton on the wing. You seem to be getting a healthy Quincy Riley back.
Yeah.
Was he rusty?
Quincy was early. I thought Quincy was a little rusty early, but he got going. I mean, he had a couple big plays there down the stretch, and he's one you're not really worried about as long as he's out there and and he's locked in.
And you're done with the kind of the no-name games.
Yeah.
So you want to say it's for the money now.
Yeah.
Ashton, Quincy, it's for the money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all are playing the
and
show.
If Quincy wasn't, I think the effort in which Corey Thornton was playing with will make not questioning Quincy or anything.
No. Listen, if your teammates if your teammates start balling, it lights you up.
But I mean, if you see Corey Thornton having that type of game, then I think you go, okay, like I gotta get going.
It means you're gonna get your fair share of testing.
Yeah,
now
absolutely.
Like, what if they start staying away from him a little bit?
Sure.
So, you gotta get that pick though.
I know. Yeah, the pick. I need you to come down with that.
I need you.
That would have been a big one. That would have been a big one. That's so. Which did we end up getting the ball back? We may have ended up getting the ball back, which is fine. But still, what if you didn't? Like that's plays that All Americans got to make.
Right.
Let
me give another shout out real quick. People, the weather will be upon us very, very soon. Hopefully you can push it off just a little while longer because I'm enjoying my summer, still my fall, my nice warm weather. But people, your home is your fortress. Your first line of defense is your roof. So if your roof is under attack by either Mother Nature or Father Time, you should be calling Citadel Roofing and Construction. Citadel Roofing and Construction is locally owned and operated, will provide free inspections, estimates, and of course, they'll work with your insurance. Did I also mention an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau? Let Citadel Roofing and
Tino the Barber
protect the roof that protects you by calling 502-219-7964 today. Tino the Barber, thanks for joining us on 93.9. What's on your mind?
What's going on? Hey, Marcus, can you hear me okay?
Yep, I can hear you perfect.
Yeah. Okay, cool. The play that got me, man, is the one where it was right before it was in the first half, and it was right before the hold no hold call.
Mm-hmm.
And they ran the ball. They called it a first down, which was close, and then they hurried up and ran another play. Well, they ran a play, and the change wasn't even set.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody remember that?
Yep.
I was like, hold on. How do you not, as a referee, hold the ball until the change gets set, and then let them run a play? Like we was all confused. And then, and I was telling one of my buddies, I was like, man, it seems like every play that's close on a first down, we get a measurement. But if they don't, nobody else gets a measurement. They just, okay, first down, let's go. And then the other team hurry up runs a play so it can't be reviewed. Like, come on, man. Like, ACC, y'all got to do better, man. Y'all got to do better, man.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, you're just gonna let them get that snap off so we can't even get a chance at a review?
Yeah, and but I mean, I don't know. I hate to be Mark Blankenbaker, man, but Mark's making a whole lot of like. Now I'm on the side now, man. Like, yeah, especially this football season. I hope the basketball goes better than this football season, man. I mean, it's just like the call. Like, if we can't afford not to have. I mean, we can't afford to have these bad calls against Miami, man. Like, it just can't happen. Like, we behind enough, not behind, but like we need all we can get.
Mm-hmm.
So bad calls going against us can't be happening, man. Like it's just bad. Hey, Marcus, man, I appreciate you for letting me go, my man.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate the call.
Yeah.
So Steve, what you got up?
Well, I got to remind everybody really quick, man. I'm going to be heading over there to Holy Cross, doing some things today, getting practice uniforms and stuff ready, all that good stuff.
Close to those days.
Yep. So official practice starts this week. So there's a lot going on. Before you know it, like I said, we got an exhibition game next week, and for Louisville. So we're getting into a little bit of round ball, But I'm feeling good and able to do that because of my friends over at Tri-State Men's Health. So go over there and check them out, tristatemenshealth.com. Take their low T quiz. It's 10 questions, 2 minutes, yes or no answers. And, even if you just got a question, man, if you're like, it's about that time when you hit 30 years old, you start to lose 2 to 3% of your testosterone a year, which means you got to think, man, you're like me, you're up to 38, 39. You're like, that's a nice little dip. And I was feeling it, and now I'm feeling so much better. I'm in boxing classes. I'm doing the coaching. I'm down 30 pounds. I'm feeling extremely good. I'm on their weight loss program as well. So a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff happening there, and the same thing can happen for you. So try them out, tristatemenshealth.com. Get over there. They have locations here in Louisville, Northern Kentucky, Ohio. Like you can get to them a lot of different places. I know somebody up in Ohio that's done it, that's feeling better, was with somebody this week that's going to get on it. And they're getting on it because they looked at us and said, me and another guy I was with that are on, and they're like, wow, yeah, I can tell you guys look better. You feel better, So all that, Tri-State Men's Health, tell me you heard about them right here on 93.9 The Ville.
Also on the YouTube channel, very, very, very exciting event we got coming up. Okay. So I need everybody's ear.
Oh,
we're going to have for the rest of the day on loop. We're going to watch a game watch. Detroit Lions, Dallas Cowboys.
This is disgusting.
For the rest of the day on loop. Disgusting. Detroit Lions, Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
Game rewatch. Join me.
Yeah.
For the rest of
yeah, and then we won't have nothing after that because the season's going to be over. So what did it cost? Everything. Thanos.
We'll be fine.
Cost you everything.
We'll be fine.
I mean, his leg broke hitting another Cowboy's leg.
Grit. Next man up.
I was like, man.
True Lions grit. Next man up.
Yeah, we'll see.
The Lions went, we'll holler at you down. Next man up.
I'm not going to cheer against them next week. It's not that I'm cheering against them. It's that I've always been